Welcome to Everyday Linux User. In today's video, I am going to show you how to dual boot Windows and elementary OS using two drives. Now, elementary do not recommend using it within a virtual machine, and you definitely don't want to replace Windows without trying it first. And the installer is quite flaky, so I wouldn't recommend dual booting on a single drive. If you just want to install elementary and replace Windows, then you can certainly follow this guide to do so, but at the point of installation, choose Erase Disk and Install, and not the custom installation that I will show you here. You will need a blank USB drive with a minimum of 8 GB of space to follow along, and the drive will be wiped, so make sure you have backed up anything on it first. So to start off, we are going to download Ventoy and install it to the USB drive. This is the tool that will enable you to boot elementary from the USB drive. Open a web browser and head over to ventoy.net and click on the Downloads link. Click on the Ventoy Windows zip file. This will take you to SourceForge, where you need to click the green button. A countdown timer will begin, and after 5 seconds, Ventoy will start to download to your computer. It is quite a small file, so shouldn't take long. When it is complete, you can close your browser. To show you my disk setup, I will open the disk management tool within Windows, and you can see that my first drive is empty and my second drive contains Windows. So it will be the first drive that I will be using to install elementary. I recommend clearing off the partitions of the drive that you want to install elementary onto before you start the installation process. To install Ventoy to your USB drive, make sure you have the drive inserted to your PC and open Windows Explorer and click on the Downloads folder. Double click on the Ventoy file you downloaded previously and then click Extract All. When the files have extracted, navigate down into the Ventoy folder until you see the Ventoy to Disk option and double click it. Make sure the correct USB drive is selected and click Install. You will be asked a couple of times whether you are sure you want to continue. Click Yes on each occasion. Open up a web browser and head over to elementary.io. Within the custom box, enter the number 0 and then click on the download link. When the pop-up appears, click on the download button and not the magnet icon. The requirements for running elementary OS are an i3 or compatible computer, 4 GB of RAM, a solid state drive with a minimum of 32 gigs of space, internet and monitor with minimum resolution of 1024 by 768. When the download completes, close the web browser and open Windows Explorer and go to the Downloads folder. Right click on the elementary file and choose the copy icon. Now click on the Ventoy drive. Right click and choose the paste option. When the paste has completed, you can reboot your computer, and you will need to press the relevant boot key for your make and model of computer. Search Google if you don't know what that is. When the Select Boot Device screen appears, select your USB drive. Choose Elementary from the Ventoy boot screen and then choose Boot in normal mode. Now, Elementary doesn't provide a screen recording tool during installation, so this is being recorded using a phone and tripod. Select your installation language. I chose English, and then it asked me to narrow it down by type of English, so I chose UK. Then it asks you to choose your keyboard layout, and then it will ask for the type of keyboard layout as well. Now for the tricky bit. If you just want to overwrite Windows with elementary, choose the Erase Disk and Install option. However, this is a dual boot guide, so if you want to dual boot, click Custom Install. The installer will look to see what partitions are already available, but we want to click Modify Partitions. This will bring up gparted. Make sure the correct drive is selected in the top right corner. This is the drive you want to put elementary onto. Note that all data will be wiped from this drive. Choose Device and create Partition Table, and choose GPT as the partition table type and click Apply. Select the unallocated space, right click and choose New. In the new size box, enter 1024 and change the file system to FAT32. This is very important as this will be the EFI boot partition. Click Add. Choose the remaining unallocated space, right click and choose New. You can leave these as the default settings and simply click Add. Note, this is the point of no return. Your drive is going to be wiped and partitions created. Make sure you have adequate backups. Click the tick and click Apply. When the partitions have been created, you can click Close. Select the partition with the file system set to FAT32, right click and then choose Manage Flags. Make sure the boot and ESP boxes have ticks in them. You can now close gparted. The elementary installer will now refresh the partitions available to it. Scroll down until you see the drive you wish to install elementary onto. It should have two partitions, one EFI and one ext4. Select the first partition and select Use Partition. Choose Format and make sure the Use As is set to boot EFI. Now select the second partition and select Use Partition. Choose Format and make sure the Use As is set to root. Click Next. You can now install additional drivers, but I found this caused the installer to crash, so I would leave this blank. You can easily do this post-installation. Choose Erase and Install. Elementary will now install itself to the selected drives, and when the process is complete, you can choose Restart Device. A screen will appear saying you can remove your USB, so do this now. When the computer starts to boot, press the relevant function key to bring up the UEFI settings. Again, this is different for each make and model. Use Google to find out which key to use. Scroll along to the boot menu and then go to the bottom and choose UEFI Hard Disk BBS Priorities. Press on the boot option and choose Ubuntu. Press F4 to save and reboot. You should now see the grub menu where you can choose to boot elementary or Windows. For the first boot, always choose elementary as you have some more setup to complete. You'll have to go through the language setup screens as you did previously during the installation, and a screen will appear showing how to connect to the internet. This can be done post setup, so choose Skip. Now create a user. Simply enter your name and a username. Enter a password and repeat it, and then give your computer a name and click Finish Setup. You will now be at a login screen. Enter your password and elementary should boot into the desktop. And that is it. You have successfully dual booted elementary and Windows. Stay tuned because I will show you in the next few weeks how to make elementary useful with some cool hints and tips. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time on Everyday Linux User.